Oh yeah, the answer for yesterday's video is A, the Isla instruments, the S2400, and B is the Akai. So that was it. So if you're watching yesterday's video and saying which one was which, A is the 2400 and B is the Akai. Welcome back to another video here about the 2400. I was supposed to make a video where I would kind of compare the sound of the two and trying to trick you into believing that you are hearing the 2400 while you're actually hearing the MPC. As I was doing it and just thinking about it, I thought it was just a bit pointless to do the video. You already know that the MPC can do these things. So that is the original sample. So that is sampled at 26 kilohertz and 12-bit. That's the resolution right there. And it's not exactly the same hiss, but I can turn on a plugin like the Lo-Fi. I know you can hear the difference now. If I showed you that in the blind video, you wouldn't know which one is which. A lot of us would get it right, others would get it wrong. Some would just by luck get it right. Others that know the machine pretty well could get it wrong as well. The Lo-Fi plugin is one that I'm using, but you could use other plugins like, let's say the Lo-Fi. So I'm just gonna drop down the sample rate to 26. I'm not sure it's gonna stay exactly the same, but 12-bit. There's just so many different. How could you tell that this one is a natural hiss and the other one is a digital one? It's very hard to tell, man, to be honest. It gets me to a lot of the comments. I had a lot of good comments on my last video, the one on Saturday, I think. A lot of people were saying the same thing. You know, no one notices. And of course, we all know that. People that listen to it, obviously, they won't know even that there's a machine called the SP1200. Of course, these are just our things. And when we're talking in a circle here as producers and beat makers, and we like to discuss these things. And of course, this is interesting for us. For people out there, this is really nothing. They don't pay attention to this. They don't care about this. If they press play on the record, it's because they want to enjoy the sound. It's not because they're listening for the aliasing. You guys probably know that I like the MPC better. I've been an MPC for a long time. I really love the workflow on this. I'm a workflow guy. And when it gets to this machine right here, I'm definitely down for a more workflow thing about it because it's simple. It's completely different from this one. And I like that about this one, is that it's just makes me grab samples in a different way, makes me treat samples in a different way. It limits my chances of doing a lot of stuff with the samples, which this offers. So it puts me into a perspective of beat making that is different. And that's why I like it. I like it because of the sound as well. You can do all that with the aliasing and all of that. But for me, the good thing is that it has a very different workflow than an MPC and other samplers, to be honest. So when I'm comparing between the two, probably the thing that I would compare more would not be so much the sound, again, because I feel like sound, you can reach sound in here, you can take the MPC to places where this one cannot go. So what I like about this is, of course, you can sample at those rates. I really like that. But the workflow, the override, the faders, the filters on here, this workflow is a very unique workflow. It's not something that you see a lot. And I really like this machine. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to keep it or not because of the sequencer. I'm not a big fan of the sequencer. But that was it. I mean, there's no comparison, but at the end of the day, who cares really? If the beats sound good, it sounds good. And it's not about the hiss or the 12-bit or anything. It's just about how it sounds. So don't think that just by buying a sampler, you're buying into a certain sound that it's going to make your beat sound great. Of course not. Whoever thinks that way, it's definitely a beginner. There's none of that in here. Samplers, you put sound in, you sequence them. And to me, it has always been more of a workflow thing than, the sound. You can always shape it to whatever with external gear, or, you can always shape sound with a good EQ, whatever it is. You can always shape sound. But workflow is workflow. And that's my take on it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of good comments on the last one, so please comment down below what you think about, workflow over sound, all these things. Let me know, all right? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.